Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to cover the Drake Bell situation. I don't know what's happening. I haven't gotten clear. I need to see the messages because it's a very weird situation. Because all the messages that everything that covers Drake Bell keeps talking about inappropriate interactions with a minor and stuff, but they don't say what it is.
He was 35 years old talking to a 15-year-old, somebody 20 years younger than him.
I mean, fuck it. You guys really want me to cover this? Okay. All right, let's do this real quick. Okay, so I know a lot of you guys keep asking me to cover the Drake Bell situation. Now, I've been trying to investigate it in a way where I could cover it, but here's the thing. This one is really, really weird. So my understanding is he's 35. We could probably verify that. And he's 35 years old, right? Does that sound 34? Yeah, he's 35. He's a 35-year-old man. And he's been having inappropriate interactions with a 15-year-old. Now, the weird thing here is that he's charged with like child endangerment and whatnot. And every article, and I've read like 5 or 6 articles about this guy. Every single article, they use very vague language. They're like, oh, inappropriate interactions or endangering a child. And the reason that like I'm like apprehensive to move forward is because no, not the rapper Drake. No, it's Drake Bell. Is because I don't know if this is a case where he was like trying to engage with that person. You know what I'm saying? Or if they were like really weird, like inappropriate in the sense where he was talking to them like in a friendly manner. I know that sounds weird, but like it would be grossly inappropriate for a 35-year-old to develop a friendship with a 15-year-old. And I think that there was, my understanding from what I've read is that there were drugs related in this. He either asked her if she wanted to do drugs or offered her drugs. And so from what I've seen, and I could be wrong, from what I've been able to gather, there's not a whole lot of information. But what this seems to boil down to is that this guy, older man, was offering drugs to a child, which is disgusting. But I don't want to move forward with like calling him a predator if we don't have a lot of the information. I mean, either way, that's the dumbest. He's incredibly stupid to develop a personal relationship with a 15-year-old as a 35-year-old and a fan. And that, because there's no reason for a 35-year-old to engage in a relationship with a 15-year-old. It's disgusting. It could border on grooming, honestly, if depending on what his MO was. But as of right now, from what I've seen, again, what I've seen, and you can correct me and send me whatever you have, from what I've seen, there's nothing sexual involved here. And I can't find the messages or anything. There's nothing here. It's just a lot of vague wording. I think this is an older article, because my understanding is he actually did plead guilty. Yeah, he pleads guilty. So we can read through this. Drake Bell pleaded guilty on Wednesday to 2 charges related to crimes involving a minor. The former Nickelodeon star, known as Roland Drake and Josh, entered his plea virtually in, I don't want to say this, Chicago? I don't know. I sound like an idiot. The 34-year-old entered a plea to 2 charges. 1, attempted child endangerment, the 4th-degree felony, and 1, I don't know what that is, dissembling, whatever, matters harmful to juveniles, a first-degree misdemeanor. The charges stem from an incident involving a 15-year-old Canadian girl who attended a concert at whatever concert club in Cleveland on December 2017. So were they 15 at the time, or are they 15 now? Because if they were 11 at the time, that's disgusting. It doesn't really make it much better that he would be like 29 or 30 and she would be 15, but I suppose better than 11. Either way, I'm assuming this person is 19 now. Don't really know. According to the police, Bell violated his duty of care during the event, though it is not clear exactly what occurred. That's the problem I'm having. The teen subsequently filed a complaint with the Canadian Police Office in 2018. Canadian police then contacted authorities in Cleveland. Police said Ben and the victim knew each other and had developed a relationship years prior, included Ben selling inappropriate material to the girl over to social media. So, inappropriate material. I know that the first thing you think is like images that are like... images, right? But again, like the wording is bizarre because usually they'll say like explicit material or inappropriate pictures of himself. And a lot of the articles kind of parrot this, like this saying this. So I just don't know. And I don't like to just go, oh, predator, without having substantial evidence, because that is a very heavy accusation to leverage against people. Though this isn't necessarily a lot, this really isn't a lot better, but you know, I personally believe that like predators, like especially older people who predatorize younger people, are like the scum of the earth. And so I don't like to go, oh, predator, on a whim without knowing all of the facts. Somebody in the thing saying he was trying to smoke some doinks with her, which is still inappropriate because I don't really know why you would want to do drugs with a minor. For all we know, that could have absolutely led to something disgusting. But again, I need like hard evidence before I go, yes, that's a predator. Because like it means a lot to me to call somebody that. That's like the worst insult you could ever call somebody as a child predator. And I think it's rightfully so. When Bell was initially charged last month, he posted $2,500 bond and pleaded not guilty. When CBS officially reached attorney declaring hearing, he said that all you have to do is say the questions and answer. Okay, yeah. Right. So he pled guilty, and again, there's not a whole lot of information, so not for me to talk about. Hey everyone, if you liked that video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to follow my Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, Discord, and TikTok. All links are in the description. Also, check out my Patreon if you'd like to support me even more than you already do. Thank you so much, everyone. I love you all.